Good evening and welcome, listener, to the Slanted Hallway. We thought it would be a good idea to kick off our 6th season with something really spectacular. But we got all tired about halfway through writing Monkey World. Maybe something will come of it, but I'm not certain. Anyway, what I can tell you is that tonight's episode is very bad, by which I of course mean that it's insidious and deeply evil. The actual quality of the episode is quite high.
Speaking of high quality, I'd like to mention Bergman's high-fidelity dictaphone tape. You'll be reeling from the quality of these reels. Every inch of Bergman's high-fidelity dictaphone tape is carefully inspected before it leaves the factory. Yes, one of our over 200 inspectors personally looks over and publicly greases each reel before giving it to the Bergman reel seal of approval. Bergman's high-fidelity dictaphone tape, scream all you like. It's not going anywhere.
Well, there will certainly be a lot of screaming during tonight's episode. Not from us, of course, but from all of you. If I'm not being totally clear, I mean that tonight's episode is so frightening that it will have you screaming in terror. I certainly hope your neighbors put in some earplugs before bed, because if not, they too will be struck with fear. Fear born of the shriek they heard down the hall and ever so slightly to the right. That's right, fear from the Slanted Hallway. Tonight's story follows the newly changed life of a former Mrs. Anthony Lamp, deceased. Now just plain old Mrs. Betty Lamp Greenbaum. For while her marriage to her dear departed husband had promised a world of joy and a lifetime of pleasant memories, his untimely death has thrown her into a world of uncertainty and a lifetime of something other than, or rather, the opposite of what I said before. We join her now, a week after the funeral, to hear for the first time how completely her life will be different. Sorry, listener, for some reason this text keeps getting smaller as I go down the page. Enjoy. Ms. Lamp?
Yes, that's me.
Ready to see you now. Please follow me to my office. Okay, please step on the scale. And if you would raise your right arm. Good. Well, this all checks out. Please have a seat. Now, Ms. Lamp, this is a rather unusual situation we find ourselves in, and please, I wish to extend you my most heartfelt condolences.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, I can't, as I'm not in the business of handing out condolences willy-nilly, or for that matter, anything.
I don't think this is appropriate.
It absolutely isn't. When the Bank of Czechoslovakia hands out a mortgage, it does so under the expectation that it will one day be paid off. Now, it appears your husband thought it would be a good idea to die instead of paying us in full.
Well, surely there's something we can work out. I mean, it was certainly unexpected.
Unexpected? The man worked with heavy industrial lathes 16 hours a day, every day. It was only a matter of time before his tie got caught in one and his suit jacket got caught in another. Now, why he chose to get onto that bus and then let it flip 3 times over a major interstate, well, that's beyond me.
Well, we don't have a car. You never approved our loan.
Knowing your husband, Ms. Lamp, you should be very happy we didn't. God knows how many times you would have flipped it.
Listen, sir. I'm not really here to discuss my husband's passing.
Passing through? Oh, you mean his horrible, untimely, and very inconvenient death. He is dead. Let me write that down. Sad woman, dead husband. There, now I won't forget.
Right. Well, I want to make sure that I'm going to be secure. You know, that I'm not going to lose my home.
Oh, you intend to take up the mortgage?
Well, my name is on it. It is my house.
No way! I guess you're right. There it is. Now, are you gainfully employed?
No, sir, I'm not employed at all. See, that was what I really intended to meet with you about. If I could get a stay in payments long enough for me to get a job, I'd be able to reassume the debt.
Well, wouldn't that be nice? Just have you stop paying.
That's not really what I'm asking.
Yes, it would be great if I just handed over a house, wouldn't it?
Well, yes, but that's not what I'm asking.
Ms. Lamp, the Bank of Czechoslovakia is one of the largest multinational banking trusts in the world. backed by hundreds of millions of dollars spread across at least as many accounts. We can't just give away homes whenever we like.
Sir, I feel that you're not listening. This whole situation doesn't seem terribly fair.
No, it isn't. You're being incredibly unfair to me. Now, last week I sneezed and accidentally wrote off the debt of 40 homes. I can't take that risk again, especially in this booming economy. Why, I bet you and your greedy little brain think I can just do that anytime I'd like. And you're probably right, but this isn't one of those times.
I don't think I understand this at all.
Yes, the world of finance is an enigma to you simple, knuckle-dragging Neanderthals.
But sir, you just said...
Miss Lamp, I haven't said one word to you today.
What are you talking about?
I have to leave now. I'm sure you'll be able to book an appointment sometime, how does Tuesday, April 23rd, 1987 sound?
But I'll have had my home repossessed by then.
Well, you should have called earlier then. Anyway, I've done a full 10 minutes of work today. I'm off to drive my houseboat around town. Say, would you like to join me for lunch at the restaurant I got in a foreclosure?
No, why would I?
You look like you like eating. Anyway, if I don't go now, I'll lose my res. Could you imagine losing something you love and care about? A piece of property, I mean. Wait a minute. I'll add another seat to my table so I'll always have one.
Sir, we really haven't solved anything, and if you think I'm just going to sit here and take this kind of treatment, you have another thing coming. Well, all right. Hello, operator? Yes, can you connect me with a Mr. Arthur Moore at the Anyone to Anything temp agency? I understand you're in the middle of a surgery, but this is really important. Yes. Yes, I'll accept the charges. I think O positive, maybe? Why? No, that's just O positive, and I was asking why you wanted to know. Oh, well, is there good money in it? Mostly plasma, you say? Well, then I'm afraid I'll need the call put through. Thank you.
Anyone to anything, no matter how useless or overqualified, Arthur Moore speaking.
Oh, Mr. Moore.
Oh, okay. We're located at 700 West Virginia Street, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. I've been with the company about...
No, I was just saying your name.
Oh, are you the girl from the memory service?
No, this is Betty Lamp. I called about looking for a job.
Betty? Lamp? Called? I have something here about a former Mrs. Deceased. Is that you?
No, that's my husband.
Oh, that's pretty out there for me.
No, my husband is deceased. I'm Elizabeth Lamp. I called about finding a substitute position.
Oh, yes, now I know. Well, the Hummingbirds are looking for a pinch hitter. Does that interest you?
I was thinking more like teaching.
Oh. Well, in that case, do you know anything about the new math?
There's new math.
I guess so.
Gosh, I think maybe I'd been out of it for longer than I thought.
You do sound haggard and spinstery. Can you at least spell commutative?
Do you mean cumulative?
Do I? No, I don't.
Well, then no, I can't.
Well, then maybe teaching isn't for you. Should I give your resume to the baseball team?
No, sir, it's fine.
All right, then. I'm all out of options. And I guess so are you. Have fun losing everything.
I never told you about that.
Oh, yeah, I just assumed. A lot of women who end up calling in here after a sudden horrible death of a loved one really need the money. If I were you, I'd definitely completely lose hope.
Surely there's something we can do.
Well, yes, we can wait. But going off your tone, I don't think you have much time for waiting. Miss Lamp, I really don't know your situation exactly, but I've been in the temp game for a long time. If we haven't found you something by now, it just means we're not gonna find you something. As hard as that is to take in.
Well, thank you anyway, sir.
I'm sorry, ma'am. You know, I was homeless once. If you can wrangle a pigeon, you'll be okay. All right, bye.
Well, no, don't hang up, please. I really need something. At this point, I'll take anything, really.
Ma'am, please, you're being incredibly shrewish right now. I'll give you this one piece of advice, okay? And then I'm hanging up. I have a lot of people who are willing to accept terrible jobs to get to. Avoid debt collectors.
Debt collectors?
Yeah, there have been a lot of sightings of men going around collecting debts recently.
Well, surely not here.
Oh, yes. See, it just used to be a problem in the inner city, but they're spreading out to the suburbs. They seem to like nice fellas in need of someone to help open the trunk of the Volkswagen, and then bam, they get you.
Oh, well, what should I do?
Well, if I were you, ma'am, and thankfully I'm not, I would become incredibly paranoid. Really, just terrified of the whole world. You never know what a kindly man doing charity work, or a friendly law student, or a home security professional, or down on his luck hitchhiker, or...
Yes, I understand. Anyone could be a debt collector.
No, you're not getting it. Everyone is a debt collector.
Egads!
Well, it seems Miss Betty Lamp really has found herself in a very tricky situation. She, in choosing not to work or something, has set up a long chain of dominoes that, though they appear to be random in their position, once toppled will spell out her doom. Now, obviously, they wouldn't literally spell out her doom. That would be a little on the nose. And further, if she was the one setting them up, why would they say her doom? Surely it would be my doom. And moreover...
Well, if she doesn't want to spell something out, she could just talk into the big machine. Yes, that's right. There's no need for you to write anything down ever again, thanks to Bergman's high-fidelity dictaphone tape. Just yell into a receiver and poof! It's trapped forever on a piece of tape. Bergman's high-fidelity dictaphone tape. Scream all you'd like. It's not going anywhere.
Well, okay. With the threat of having everything in her life snatched from her by roving gangs of repo men and bank-sponsored debt collectors, it seems Betty Lamp is going to have a very unpleasant stay in the home she can barely hold on to. We return now, several weeks since her last attempt to get work, having grown paranoid of the world that was once her oyster. Let's just hope there is still some pearl rather than peril. Or the Pearly Gates. It is Pearly Gates, right?
Oh, will you just stop? 20 calls a day, every day from God knows who. I can't let anyone in. I can't go out. The whole world's out to get me.
Liz, it's your mother.
You're not getting anything! Elizabeth Lamp is dead! This is somebody else now!
Darling, what?
No more calls! There! That'll solve it for just a little while. There's a whole world of opportunity out there, and I just have to sit inside and go crazy. Listen to me talking to myself. Maybe I've let all this get to me. Maybe, just maybe, that man from the temp agency didn't really know all that much about the world. Well, sure, why I could walk right out there and I could get myself a job and I could do whatever I want. I've made it this far. I went to college. I'm worth it, damn it! Now where's my purse? And of course my traveling clogs. All right, world, get ready because Elizabeth Marie Fitzpatrick Lamp Greenbaum isn't going to be scared anymore.
Hey lady, can I have a quarter?
Leave me alone! They're everywhere! Okay, take a breath. You can handle this. I'm certain there's a mature, rational thing to do. I've just got to nail all these planks to the windows to keep the world from looking in. All right, that's good. Now if I leave my hair or nail clippings around, they'll be able to find me. So no more clipping. I'll slip these old tissue boxes on my feet and then people will think I moved out and a robot lives here now. All robots have jobs. All right, it's either been 3 weeks or 20 minutes since I last ventured into the outside world. Gosh, I might have got crazy if it weren't for you, Mrs. Potato. Oh, you are a cut up. Remind me not to let you around my kids. Now, where are they? Oh, right, I don't have any. Who is it?
Gentleman in need of a bathroom. That's all.
Oh, of course. Why, only a crazy person wouldn't let a random stranger into their home and let them use the bathroom, right? And I'm not crazy and I can afford to live here.
Pardon?
Coming!
Hello, miss. I just need to use your bathroom. And hey, this place is disgusting.
No, it isn't. I'm doing great.
This place is what we in the traveling, real estate business call majorly yucky. Now, lucky for you, I have the perfect solution in my car.
You do?
Indeed I do. See, tired, ugly, unkempt gentlemen such as yourself can't possibly keep a home of this magnitude clean on your own. You need some kind of help. And there's no better helper than Gagamon's all-in-one shop vac. It has 2 dynamic settings that guarantee a deep clean.
What are they?
Suck and blow. Sorry if those terms are a little overly technical for you, but I'm just so in love with this vacuum.
It really does sound great.
Say, you wouldn't happen to want one, would you?
Well, no,
Well, no, you wouldn't. It's really more for rational, employable, non-crazies.
Well, then I definitely want one.
You've done it again.
Done what again?
Oh, nothing. Or rather, I'm just acknowledging my impeccable bladder control. Now, let's set you up with a vacuum. All right, ma'am. Looks like this will be all yours in just a moment.
You know, for a real estate agent, you sure do have a lot of paperwork about vacuum cleaners.
Real estate?
Yes, you said you were a real estate broker.
Well, yes, I did. Yes, because I am. Right? Okay, haha, we're both laughing now.
Okay, sure.
Now, since you've selected the payment plan, I'll just need you to fill out this last form so I can check your credit.
Check my credit.
Well, naturally. Make sure you can take on this new debt.
Debt?
You really are good at repeating the last thing I say.
Where is this vacuum?
Why, it's in the trunk of my Volkswagen. I'll just need a little help getting it out after you fill out that form.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. It's all yours.
You're not a real estate agent at all. You're one of those... You're a debt collector come to take my home away.
Ma'am, please, put down the grandfather clock. I'm a salesman, that's all. The world's greatest salesman. I wouldn't even be here if I knew you were going to lose the house. Oof. Ow. Ooh.
Oh my God. What have I done? No one can know. Oh goodness, I've become just as bad as all those other people who have murdered by way of a clock. Oh, what would grandfather do? Wait a minute. Grandfather, clock murder? I'll hide the body in the grandfather clock. Of course, it's genius. It's a miracle that thing still works and you can barely see the dents. Oh, Mrs. Potato, I wish you would stop complaining. Lots of grandfather clocks have stains like that. Sure, I'll give you there aren't that many that wear suits, but I think it fits. Hello?
Police. I'm gonna need you to answer.
Police? Here?
No, we're outside. We'd like to be in there.
Oh, of course. Let me just get dressed.
Don't forget to powder your nose.
Oh, of course. An hour already?
Ma'am, I'm gonna need you to open this door peacefully, or I will open it, maintaining the peacefully, if you know what I mean.
No, I don't, but I'll be right there. Damn thing must really be broken. Hello, officer.
Are you a Miss Elizabeth Lamp?
Yes. Nay, Grainbaum.
More of a Winnie, but I'll accept it. Now, ma'am, we're here because a salesman mysteriously vanished not long after making a phone call from a house in this neighborhood. So, we're just going to ask a few questions to help us better establish a timeline. Is that all right with you?
Well, of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Well, any number of reasons. Like, maybe you're about to take a shower, or you're going to a ball game, or you work on the dock.
Oh, well, actually, I'm about to go do all of those things.
Nope. Too late. No takesies backsies. It's the law.
Well, all right then. Ask away.
Well, I guess my first question would be, have you seen any salesmen recently?
No!
Really?
Yes, really.
Well, all right. I guess that wraps up our investigation.
Oh, was that all?
Well, if you haven't seen a salesman, then he probably never got here. Now, your neighbor, Jack Klugman, he did see a salesman. Now, Miss Lamp, I know policing is a difficult thing for a civilian to understand, but if he saw him and you didn't, that probably means he killed the salesman and stuffed him under those floorboards.
Oh no! How terrible!
Yeah, not very original. But, hey, these murderers types have a basic MO. I tell you, you've seen one murder, you've seen them all.
Oh, I bet. Well, you run off and arrest that old man.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that. You understand it's customary to provide a meal to an officer when he interrogates you, right?
Of course, but I really haven't got any food, and further, well, I'm expecting company.
Of what kind?
An LLC, or rather, family, I mean.
Well, civil servants can be just like family.
Well, naturally, but I also have a clock repairman coming by.
Well, I do have a keen interest in ornithology, technical manuals, Civil War reenactments.
You don't also like fixing clocks, right?
Yeah, sure, I was getting there. Let me have a look at it.
No, it's fine. I'd really like it looked at by a professional.
I am a professional. I just happen to also be an amateur clock repairman. Now, which clock is it?
The one making that horrible ticking, much too loud for you to get close to.
I don't hear anything.
You don't?
No. But I see a rather dented grandfather clock in a suit. Now, why, Miss Lamp, do you think that is?
Well, it is a grandfather clock.
Well, all right, that's good enough for me. Wait a minute. My hat.
Oh, here you go.
Now, just one more thing.
Yes, please leave after it.
My other hat. Now, I almost forgot to ask. Are you aware that there's a Volkswagen in your driveway that says Gagaman Suckvac? And further, do you have any explanation for this trail of blood leading to that clock? Or the body that has been pushed lazily underneath it?
Officer McGillicuddy, please, you have to understand, I'm not crazy. Really, I'm not. See, I thought, and then things just...
Miss Lamp, I don't think you can clock bash your way out of this one. Take her away, boys. Or me, I guess. I came alone.
Well, there you have it, listener. A tragic tale of the many ways madness can claim the lives of the poor and otherwise unimportant masses. Luckily, there was a brave officer ready to snatch her away before she could kill again. I think that's what it was about anyway. Certainly seemed that way. Anyway, listeners, be sure to tune in next week when, through no fault of his own, a radio personality is unjustly given a parking ticket, and the officer responsible is tossed into the pit of hell to be tortured for all eternity, next to the garbage man who came too early last week, and the folk musicians that gather on my neighbor's stoop. But that will have to wait until next week.